Oh, hi there. It is Wednesday. Just checking the date. It is Wednesday, and I am ready for more training. I'm going to rotate off of the 3 minutes, do some Tsume battle, and then we have a WSL game coming up later today, a WSL B game, and that is going on, and we'll watch that. And that's really it. No big plans. Training. Gosh, I'm getting a bunch of messages here from our vet. Okay. So that's it. Let's do this. I am going to. Boy, I'm warm again. I'm warm again, and I've got my Itoen matcha green tea, so I'm warm. I see. I'm not sure if this is a message from yesterday, Ivan, or today, but greetings if it is you today. If not, I will wait till you come in later to greet you. So let me just put this out of the way and move on. All right, so let's do the mate battle. Whew. Whew. Warm in there. Unit Sakaman, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 8 Dawn. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What's going on? What's even happening? I don't get it. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I don't even. What is happening? What is happening?
2分30秒
I just I don't what? I'm sorry. I'm shook. As the kids would say, I'm shook. As the kids would say, I am shook. This is not mate. Look at this. I got one. Look at me, ma. Oh, did not see that. Sorry. This is not it. I think my entire day is now off. My entire day is off. I don't think I can do any more training today. I can't see this silver here. I can't see the silver here either. What happened?
1分
where are we? He's so if the 8 Dawn is only on 7, what am I supposed to do? I am literally blind to the entire board.
,30 秒 20秒
Interesting.
10秒
No, that needed to be a rook. I needed the
あれれ
give a like. Give a like. I gave my like and my respects as the game started. Now what was this? What happened? Did the matchmaking system break? Is this a pro? I've never even seen this icon. 8 Dawn. He's 8 dan with like a great record. Hey, Ivan. So good to see you. I'm not sure if that strength was you or not, but good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, that is interesting. Maybe we hit a bug in the matchmaking code. The problem with playing such strong players is that in mate battle, I think, is that the mate problems will be extremely difficult, probably above my level. But I mean, I should have been able to do those. Tritron is back. Welcome. It's your first time chat, so you're not back yet, but welcome to the channel. Also, skibbity, saying yo, greetings. Welcome to the channel to you as well. Stay off the toilet. That's a reference. That's a reference to anyone, to any old people out there who don't know what skibbity toilet is. Blue Phantom is a trainee Gen Z. Gen Z. Sorry, Gen Z. Wow. I am shook. Wait, let's track that loss. I am shook.
Current streak is 1 loss.
Before we do that, let's check the event. Let's see if any other people have put in their names, or have added themselves. Yeah, we have a few more. We have 3 more. Hokuto, KKK, Fujita. Oh, well, we've already seen these, so maybe it's just a different order. Blue Phantom is not in this list. One thing to note is that Shogi Wars did create an info notice about the tournament. It's here. It talks about, it shows the names. There's Shogi Dad. This is the Shodan Day, and Shogi Dad in there. It's a longish list, and then the Q Day is a shorter list. But the XK is the only one that has English characters in there. But let me try to translate this. Oops, third party block. That's not translation. Translate to English. So what does this say? The participants for the Shogi Wars New Star tournament have been finalized. Black Rank Players Day. They're calling Don Black Rank. And then there's the translated names. You're stuck. I like that. Shogi Instructor Hokuto. And then what else does it say? To all the participants, thank you. And there's the broadcast schedule. So it will be streamed on YouTube. So the Don Day will be on Sora's channel. If anyone, Sora is another famous big shogi YouTuber and extremely strong player. And the Q Day will be on Tan Popo Chan, the VTuber, the very popular VTubers channel. So we got big names in the Japanese YouTuber scene that are that will be streaming that, and this is available in the info page on Shogi Wars. Play 3 minute. Yeah, I played 3 minute yesterday, and I think I'm going to rotate a bit. I want to avoid the pitfall that I've had in the past, which is when I play too much 3 minute, I stop thinking. So I'm going to try to mix it in with things like mate battle or slower games. Okay, 20Q. So we go from 8 dan to 20Q. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait. What? Boy. Oops.
2分30秒
No, this isn't it. Hold on. Boy, what do we have here? We have knight. Gold, horse. Okay. Let's get the one gap without looking. Okay. Take. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. I don't think. This is not it. No, it is not. Let's walk the dog. Very, very long. Okay. Let's do this first. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's not do that first. And
30秒。
there we go. Where's this? Silver.
20秒。
Silver. Oh, interesting. That's not what I wanted, I don't think. Retry.
10秒。 強くなったんじゃない？
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
How can you improve your shogi skills? Should you solve lots of Tsume or play many matches? This is a very interesting question. And the Shogi in the West podcast that I run, there is an episode dedicated to that very question. I don't have all the answers, but let me. Here is share copy. Let me put this in. Here is. Hi, Yloigh. Great to see you. This is the Shogi in the West podcast episode that talks about that. The answer is, I don't know. Or at least the answer I'm saying now is, I don't know. There are a lot of ways to get to improve. Some people... I am a believer that in chess, shogi, there are many ways to get better. And no one knows exactly how everyone gets better. No one knows. So, as Yloigh says, I think one of my conclusions in this, spoiler alert, in this video is that have fun. If you're having fun, you're going to do it more. And if you do it more, you're going to get better, whether it's opening study or whether it's Tsume or whether it's playing a lot of games or whether it's playing and reviewing. I think the consensus in the shogi world seems to be that the things that generally will help people improve fastest is playing and reviewing your games and doing a lot of Tsume. So I think both of those, I don't think it's an either or. I think they will both work, but it depends on what you enjoy the most. And some people love to study. Some people love to just play, and they can still get a lot better. We have examples in the amateur shogi world of every approach, I think. Strong players taking every approach. So do what you do that to keep it enjoyable. Because if you just grind Tsume or you just play a bunch of games and then you burn out and then you don't like it, well, then it doesn't matter how good you got because you're not playing shogi anymore. So anyway. It's an interesting discussion, and please do check out the podcast if you're interested in those types of topics and interviews with people in the shogi world. I agree with Skibbity that post-game analysis is very important. It is very important. But there are many paths, I think, to shogi improvement. Let's do this. still sweating. This thing is not turning on. Set to cool and auto.
あなた
Having
が
trouble
先手ね
finding. Okay, so Yataro, yoroshiku
開局開
onegaishimasu.
始
I'm slow. Very slow. Take.
2分30秒
That's not right. That's not right. Yes, it is.
2分
I'm slow. There we go. This has to be right. I don't have a bishop. No, retry. Right?
1分30秒
No. No. Retry. I'm slow on this one. Slow on this one. This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working. It's not working. Shoot. He's passing me now. I can't solve this one. I can't solve this one.
1分
I can't solve this one. Ah! Ah!
30 秒
There it is. I don't see anything. There are you. Okay.
10秒 もうやらない
GG. That's some PO level Tsume. The one that I mean, there must have been a faster one, right? Hey, Blitzing Eagle. There must have been a faster one. Okay, it's 2 a.m. in Japan. You must leave soon. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, you know, when I stream, it is low point Japan time. Yloigh would like to say that if Yloigh was addicted to shogi, I'd like to say that if I was addicted to shogi, like I was addicted to a few video games in your younger days, you'd be a high don player. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. So that is the thing. How do we get ourselves addicted to shogi like video game players are addicted to their games? The thing is, some people are addicted to shogi like that. I am not. You know, I'm somewhere in the middle, I think, where I play a lot, I like the game, but I'm probably not going to play. Let me track that loss. I'm probably not going to play like
Current streak
18
is on
hours
loss.
if left to my own devices. Yeah, Blitzing Eagle, you couldn't catch the stream most of the time when you were in Japan, except when you had insomnia. I think I get a lot of insomnia people in Japan. Like this morning, for example. This morning, I finished Halo. On the Steam version of Halo, I had never gotten some of these achievements, so I just did like I finished Halo Reach on Heroic, and I haven't played Halo Reach in a while. And so I've got my Halo 3, my ancient Bungie Net, you could barely make it out, Bungie Net Halo 3 mug that, I bought from Bungie.net back 2000 something. I don't remember, back in the Xbox 360 days. And anyway, which video game was it? Halo, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty. I liked Call of Duty 3, Modern Warfare, the Halo games. I was never really addicted. Doom. So I was at one point in my life. This is not saying much, but I was the number one internet Doom player. Doom, the influential first-person shooter from id Software. There were not many people on the internet playing Doom back in those days. But regardless, I was it. Doom, I was. I can't think of any. I mean, Tetris doesn't quite count, but like for example, Splatoon Raiders came out a few weeks ago. When Splatoon Raiders came out, I played it like 25 hours. I played it 25 hours in the first few days. I didn't know life it like, kids or hardcore people would do, but I played it a lot. And, I was thinking about it a lot. Yloigh was thinking about paying for premium on Wars and just forcing yourself to play, but realized that might be counterproductive. Yeah. And that's sort of partly why I was streaming. I started streaming. I thought it would sort of force me, incent me and force me to play. And it worked. It worked. And like I've said before, especially early in those days, I'd go to the weekly Tuesday nights Silicon Valley Shogi Club, over the board meetup. And I'd be sitting there playing a game and thinking, I can't wait to get home to play Shogi Wars. So Shogi Wars definitely had me addicted for a while, for a long time. I'm not addicted now. I still play. Kyo had me sort of addicted and very excited about it. That died very quickly. What do I think of the new Doom games? Not a fan. Not a fan. I don't think they're bad, especially when you consider how bad modern games are these days. Doom is the best of the bad. Like AAA games are almost all terrible now, but Doom, I guess, is one of the best of the bad. So not a fan. I went back to playing Quake. So in the past year, I've been playing Quake on Nintendo Switch with the gyro controls, which don't knock it till you tried it, especially as a Splatoon player. It's great. It runs well, especially on Switch 2. And just in the past couple weeks, a 30th anniversary big free DLC, like downloadable expansion for Quake was released, and it is amazing. It's called Dawn of the Machine. I actually finished it yesterday. I got to the credits. I wouldn't say I've beaten it. I got to the credits yesterday, and what a game. What a game. I never really got into Quake because I had started working. So once I started working, out of college, I was all in on my work. And so I wasn't really playing video games. I didn't play video games until much later when the Gears of War ad on TV brought me back in, and that was to Xbox 360 gaming. And my system, my Xbox 360, came bundled with Call of Duty 2, which was, an epiphany. And so I got into Xbox 360 gaming, then Street Fighter 4 came out, and I started getting back into fighting games, and all that started happening. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing. Amazing time to be a gamer. Those early days of Xbox Live were so good. So good. And I think peaking at the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. So they had a beta of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which had the party system like Halo and that beta. It was such a. My brother actually flew out from where we grew up, flew out to our house in Chicago at the time, and we were playing in the beta together. But people on the internet were different then. So there was open mic on Xbox 360. People were using the mic. People were so excited about the game, and we're talking strategy, and I'm in the attic. Watch the stairs. Just like it was kind of like the dream of how internet gaming was supposed to be. It was for a brief, glorious period of time in my experience. And it was amazing. It was just amazing. And it sort of gradually went down from there. But I actually still have friends that I met online. I've never met in person. Some of them are in England, but I met from Call of Duty 2. They were sort of World War II sort of buffs, some of them, and just gamers in general. And it's incredible. It's incredible. People were different back then. People were different. People were different. Games were different. But anyway, we need another one of these. We need another Tsume battle. Need to get the brain going. At 11 o'clock, there's a WSL game, and we'll be watching that. So that's in 30 minutes.
対局開始。
よろしくお願いします。Oh boy, what is going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why can't I solve anything?
$2分30秒。
What are we doing here? This, that, the other. Okay. Where are we? Where are we?
1分30秒。
So slow. Arigatou gozaimashita. Okay, I turned it up a little bit there. I think he had a big head start. So he's probably watching this thinking, oh man, he Kishined.
Win. Current streak is
When,
one
hey,
win.
Werfeus, when the Call of Duty stream. Oh, you do not want to see me playing first-person shooters anymore. You do not. That is not something that is going to entertain the. If we think my shogi is bad, if you think my shogi and my mouse movement in Tsume in shogi is bad, you don't want to see my first-person shooters. So I also have not played Call of Duty in years, even though I was an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate member for a while, for many years. I don't even know how to play Call of Duty. This is the old man in me. This is the former elite gamer turned old man. I don't even know how to install Call of Duty anymore. It's like there are 7,000 packages, and you get into this menu, and this menu has like 1,000 games in it, and every game you select requires you to install something else. And like by the time I'm done, it's like I don't even want to play anymore. I don't even know what to do. That's Call of Duty. I don't know why they make the game so difficult to even run anymore. Like what happened to the day when you buy Call of Duty 3 or you buy Call of Duty 4, you install it, and then you play it? What happened to those days? What happened to those days? I don't know if anyone else is as bad as Call of Duty, an offender of this, but like I literally, even they were, on Xbox Game Pass, they were giving me these Call of Duty games, and I literally could not play them. I literally could not play them. I could not figure out how to even play this game. Like to even start it, to start a campaign. It's like, there's this overarching menu system. Old man ranting at Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 was Modern Warfare 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. Like to me, these were the peak of they were the peak. They were the peak. It's really all been downhill since in terms of first person shooters. I think there's still some great indie stuff coming out. I think the rise of the sort of Metroidvania genre has been amazing. It's a genre I love. I don't know what you'd call Dead Cells, like the roguelike. I think the roguelike or roguelite or roguelike, however you say it, I think is so fun. So fun. Like Dead Cells and oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. The game I really like, Rogue something 1 and 2. Rogue let me see in my Steam, my Switch. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to look at my list of games I've played on Rogue. Let me look in my mail, search my mail to see if I have a Rogue. Rogue Legacy. I thought 1 and 2 were both amazing. But yeah, those games are great. I think the modern sort of rise of retro gaming is awesome. The little handheld devices that play all these old games is just so cool. The modern, like mod retro, I think, having a company dedicated to making modern hardware, playing old stuff, and creating new games is awesome. The Neo Geo is being sort of re-released in a couple 3 months. The Neo Geo AES Plus. I probably won't be getting that, but I think that's very cool, promising. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I think AAA for the most part is in the dumpster fire. Is trash, with limited exceptions. I think you would call, most people would. When you talk about the quality and things like that, I'm not sure, but like I think most people would call like Splatoon Raiders, Nintendo games. I think you would call those AAA. If those are AAA, I think there still are some good AAA, but other than that, other than very, very, very limited few, that the industry has died and is a zombie corpse, like lighting itself on fire every couple months. It's not even worth saving for me. You became good in Warcraft 1 and 2. I never played. Through DOS. Good times. No parents' credit. Oh, you didn't need credit cards for Warcraft? Those were not subscription games? Yeah, the thing is, I don't know, you say, as long as it can be helpful to new devs to get into the industry, that means nothing to me. I think if someone is destined for the industry and someone is destined to make great games, they will make great games. We have too many developers in the industry, and 99% of them are horrible and are destroying the industry. So I don't think I don't think that's a problem. I think great people will always make great things. And so I'm not worried about that. But it's going to have to be in a different way. I think I think for the foreseeable future, the only way we're going to get great games from great people is limited scope, smaller studios. And then once the AAA industry sort of is reborn, after it complete, it's already killed itself. But like I said, after it's done killing itself, and it rises back, because there's so much money, it's gonna rise back. Then maybe we'll get some decent AAA games. Hey Hathaway, nice to see you. Yeah, what else did on DOS? Gosh. The old DOS days, yeah. I like the King's Quest, Police Quest, Space Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, the Sierra games. As a kid, I really loved those. I really loved the Sierra games. Doom, of course. Again, I talked about Doom already. Wolfenstein 3D, the original id, the Commander Keen stuff on id. Also, I was a big Nintendo fan too. So up until the GameCube, I was a huge Nintendo fan. Also Genesis, Mega Drive fan, and just video games in general were a huge part of my life. And I think a lot of people, at least in my generation, a lot of people that came to good careers in technology, we started out as people who want to play games. Play games and make our own games. Emperor Rex, good day. And yeah, speaking of the Neo Geo, when I was a kid, the Neo Geo was the unobtainable, super expensive system. And so it's interesting that now it's being re-released along with 10 physical cartridges. At a point where a lot of people of my position that wanted a Neo Geo back then would buy it now. I'm still on the fence. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think I still prefer some of the modern conveniences now of playing retro games with save states. Don't shoot me. I like save states. I don't mind playing, paying playing some of those like Neo Geo games on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe I'm lame, but yeah. But like I said, I've been playing a lot of Quake lately. I've been playing a lot of Halo Master Chief Collection, the Halo Reach, and I'm always playing some Tetris. Mostly these days on my Mod Retro Chromatic, the modern Game Boy, FPGA-based Game Boy. What time is it? 10:43. Let's get another one of these in. Like I said, in 17 minutes, the WSL game is going to be starting. All right. よろしくお願いします。
対局開始。
Oh, interesting. Oh boy, oh boy. Hold on.
2分30秒。
Boy. Yeah. I've got to get this rook up here. So that's the key. Like Jar Jar, it's the key to all this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's my mate? Oh, I can do this.
2分。
Oh gosh. Oh boy. Nice. This way.
1分30秒。
Knight, silver. Knight, silver. Okay. Silver lance. I don't know about this. Okay. Knight? I mean, I gotta try knight first. Bishop, knight, silver, knight, rook.
30秒。
Rook, where do I have anything else? Gosh. Where is it here? I don't even see
20
anything.
秒。
Boy, how do I even check? How do I check?
10秒。
I don't see how to check.
もうやらない。
I want to see that one. Good job. Good job to my opponent. GG. GG. Let's look
Loss.
at that one.
Current streak is 1 loss.
Takes knight drop. If he runs, gold drop is mate, of course. Well, not of course. Not of course. Not of course. What is my ranking of favorite modes in Shogi Wars? I will say I don't love any of the modes. I would say 10 second is my favorite of the modes. Because I do not like being dirty flat. I don't like Kiramake. So if Shogi Wars adds Byoyomi or Fisher mode, I will be extremely happy. Or even 20-second Byoyomi, I think would be amazing. 20-second Byoyomi would be awesome. So of my favorite, 10-second, 10-minute, 3-minute. What I'm best in, I think 10-minute, 10-second, 3-minute. I'm going to bring this into Lee Shogi. I want to see the answer because I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this, and everything I'm going to do is going to guess and check it. I see Berlin Ricci is looking for the game. We will switch there soon. And let me switch this up. It says it's a mate and 7. Mate and 7. 8-3 silver or gold. 8-3 silver or 8-3 gold. So let's drop that gold. Takes. Oh, and then the knight. And then the knight. Right? Wait, was that it? That is it. That is it. So if he goes up there, it's mate. He comes here, and now... yeah. Okay. 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 I've got to respect the power of the knight. The power of the knight. The power of the knight. I was never going to find this one. I was never going to find this one. I just wasn't even considering. I wasn't even considering this side. All I saw was take this side and I can't check. But this one is mate, right? No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's still mate. It says it's still mate. Let's see. Is it mate? Is it Tsume? No, it's not Tsume. Well, let's try. Let's try this way. It is. Right? Okay. I would have seen this one. I would have seen this one. Boom. There it is. Shogi Brazil, great to see you. You are the person who makes me think that. You say knights are cheat codes for getting access to sudden death checks. I don't know why I still sometimes I do it, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. All right. So GG to my mate run opponents. And I'm going to switch to 81 Dojo here. I'm going to take a quick break before the event, the WSL game. Let me switch my scene. WSL is being offered from Berlin Ricci. This is WSL B. And I'm going to take the quick break, refill my tea, and then be right back. So that's it. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm not sure if I left the mic, the hot mic. Got my Halo 3 tea or cup again. It got refilled with Ito and green tea. Let me change my scene. Yeah, got the Halo 3 mug. At some point, these are going to wear off, and it will be so sad. Maybe I should just never use it again. Let's take a look at the WSL. This is Division B. This is Barcelona versus Berlin Ricci. These are the number 5 team of WSL 1, the white flag. We're still doing that. And Berlin Ricci is Germany, right? So yeah, board one of the first game in this month, the August game here. Germany 2 again is near the bottom. They want to stay out of the basement. And WSL 1, they're in the middle of the pack. So they want to move up. Japan 2 looks like they're crushing it. Poland 1. Poland always has strong teams. Hey, Magic Based. You say that Maya bot you mentioned is live on Shogi. Oh, interesting. Though playing some games on it makes you think it's stronger than the model advertises. Interesting. I'll play it. I'll play it at some point. Interesting. How strong would you say it is? One thing that I don't think Shogi allows, which I think we would need to do, would be to have the bot play rated games. That way the bot's rating would sort of be calibrated by, would help. It would both help calibrate the system and, I think, be calibrated. You were playing the 4Q version and it crushed you, or you crushed it? It crushed you 5 times. Okay. Well, I mean, just speaking for myself, sometimes it's hard to play bots. It's hard to play bots seriously. Especially without a rating. Especially it not being a rated game. I think it's tough sometimes to get to, for me anyway, to build up that sort of mental edge where I'm actually trying. It's really difficult for me to play bots. Oh, which do I prefer, Nintendo or Sony? Nintendo. I had a PlayStation 1. I've had a PlayStation 3. I've basically had all the PlayStations except for PlayStation 2. I never had a PlayStation 2. That was that period of time where I was focused completely on work and family. And but yeah, like, I sold my PS5. I have no need for the PS5. Yeah. Especially since I was an Xbox 360 person. That sort of made me more an Xbox fan. I was more of an Xbox person. I always liked the Xbox controller more, which was a big deal. The Xbox Live was so much better than PSN for such a long time. And like I said, the game that brought me back into the thing that brought me back into gaming was that Gears of War TV ad. And so the original Gears of War and the second and third, I think, as well, they were just amazing. I thought they were just amazing games. My brother and I would play Gears of War. I have so many good memories of playing those early Xbox 360 multiplayer games. Halo 3, of course, was just the beta, and the full version was just it was a different time. It was a different time. It was a different time of life. It was a different time in humanity. It was a different time, everything. It was just a different, I don't want to say better time, but it was a different time. a better time for gaming, I'll just say. And I've officially given my old man speeches enough today now. I'm still in the Lee Shogi scene. Let's get this over here. So we're 1 minute away from this game starting. I just randomly reloaded WSL page this morning and saw that there was a game today, so I was excited to stream it. I hope this is a good one. You know, the games that we watched over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday were so good. They're so good. Nothing, I think, is going to live up to those, but they were so good, and you know, chat was so amazing. It was just awesome. I am very far away from being able to get to finish the season pass, unfortunately, on Shogi Wars. I calculated that I think I need to win 27 games before tomorrow to be able to finish that, to be able to get enough points to get that second avatar. You know, and with how pitiful I am at mate challenge. Excuse me. I don't see that happening. Not mate challenge, mate battle. Uh-oh. It's 11:01. It's 11:01 and the game has not started. I'm getting nervous. Getting nervous. Hands are shaking. Mom spaghetti. Troback asking for that open air game. I played Troback last week, I think, on stream in that open air game. I had no idea what I was doing. You know, I made a complete fool of myself. It's an interesting variant. You know, I think the problem is that it's just too strong for Sente, but it's still interesting. It's still interesting. It's fun to think about. You know, it's a thought exercise that I think might actually help your own shogi. All right, the game started. Boom. We have Barcelona 15 with the Russian flag and Berlin, Shogi Berlin with the German flag. How's my scene? It is set. Barcelona is, looks like he's an Ishida player, a quick Ishida player. No, Berlin Ricci is the quick Ishida player. Barcelona is a more sound player. Is a more fundamentally sound player. Now I'm trying to think of the word. I'm trying to think of the word that we were using the other day. The sort of subtly judgmental against the Furibisha player. I love this mug as well. The shape of the mug. I've talked about liking these kinds of concave, like the I guess you'd call them concave. I wonder what that username means. Why Barcelona? Maybe he visited Barcelona at some point and was excited about it. So Ricci isn't Ricci, like Ricci Mahjong is spelled Riichi, correct? Like, is this related to Ricci or is it just in German? Is this? So, you know, we have the misspelling of Barcelona and we have the misspelling of Ricci. So I'm not sure if either of these are correct. But maybe in German, Ricci is spelled that way. Like, I don't. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock, Shogi Berlin. Oh, does he play at Shogi Berlin? Interesting. At a club? With a name like Berlin Ricci, I would think he'd be more focused on Mahjong. This is a two dan gap, but I think Berlin Ricci has been higher than 2 dan. This feels low to me. I would have guessed 3 to 4 dan for Berlin Ricci is a peak. I'm gonna check it. Just quickly check it. Max of 1855. Okay, that is high 3 dan. Is this a normal approach? Does anyone know? Is this a normal approach for dealing with quick Ishida? If you're going to leave the bishop diagonal open. I mean, the diagonal's obviously, it's closed-ish right now. Torizashi / Urashino Ryu seems to, in my opinion, nicely, especially Asente, nicely handle quick Ishida. So I don't really have to think about these things so much. My approach has the pawn up and the bishop is out hitting here. The silver is out here and the bishop is backing it, and we get Koshiro traps and all that kind of good stuff. But it is somewhat interesting to me that as Sente, he is not taking the initiative. It seems to me like this is waiting. He's playing the waiting game against quick Ishida. Like, no pawn has been pushed. He did grab the king. I was expecting the king to start moving over. Is this going to be a problem? This pawn push? If we exchange, maybe he would close. I don't know, but like if we exchange, this is kind of. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that bad, or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's the wrong diagonal, and maybe you get this diagonal, which is better. Sente would get that. The whole bishop exchange sort of meta, for lack of a better word. I don't know much about. This is a kind of cool avatar, the Shogi Berlin. Is that a walking bear? Like, presumably like a Oniguma bear? Or is that a lion walking? Or is it something else? It doesn't have a big tail, so it's probably not a cat. Okay. This is the second first file rook, first/9th file rook game we've seen in WSL in the past week. Okay, well, that explains why he didn't push this pawn, I guess. Wow. What kind of castle is Sente going to be making here? Like a right side Gangi? It feels like maybe it's a timing thing, but it feels to me like Gote is going to have this pawn push. No, I guess at the end of the day, it's... I was going to say he's going to have the pawn push that's going to be able to be annoying to drop the pawn on the head of the silver. Right side Gangi, aka Kimura's teeth. Oh, interesting. I've never heard it called Kimura's teeth. You know, obviously this is silver, gold is Kimura Mino. I've never heard of Kimura's teeth as right side Gangi. I like that. This doesn't work, right? This is not an advantage for Sente, right? He's just hoping to bully a lower rated player with a complex, potentially complex edge attack, right? This is just a thing, right? It's not good, it's not bad. Am I way off? It feels to me often that when I see really early edge attacks, it's the stronger player trying to bully the weaker player. Or the stronger player trying to bully the lower rated player. Seems equal to you. Yeah. Is the idea of this silver to defend against lance drop, king runs, lance promote? Yeah. The psychology of the player that does this kind of opening always fascinates me, especially when someone is really strong. Like what is the psychology of the player that plays sort of offbeat openings? You know, what drives one person to play the sort of fundamentally sound openings versus another player wanting to play offbeat openings? Maybe there's not too much to it. Maybe it's just variety. Or maybe it's a factor of trying these things and having good success. Because you'll always be the more prepared. Like when you're playing an offbeat opening, odds are you are going to be the more prepared player. Even if it's suboptimal, you're going to be the one who's prepared. So it'll be easier for you to manage potentially murky waters. And in some way, like, you're forcing the opponent to think more. I don't know how much experience Ricci has against this type of opening, but he's taken a lot of time in the opening moves here, and so presumably he's sort of trying to refute / come up with a plan, over the board. Lance drop to 6 next is already annoying. Interesting. So do you head that off yourself with Lance drop 2-4? That defends it as well. Yeah, so Barcelona is probably in his driver's seat right now. Now he knows what he wants to do, but Ricci doesn't maybe know as much about what he wants to do. But maybe not. Maybe he has an idea. This bishop is only defended by the rook, so that's a concern. I think you definitely don't want to exchange as Gote. So what is the meaning of the rook? I don't think he's going to try to push down this way, right? I'm surprised he didn't try to get his king a little safer. But maybe there's a plan behind the rook, the rook that I'm not seeing. Wow. Also, Barcelona must see something in that too. Because I would think the defense of this pawn push is just take. Sente might want to push it himself. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because that silver's doing double duty, defending this pawn. Maybe part of moving the rook over was to Oh, is to defend against Sentei's push of 4-5. I was thinking maybe it was also to get out of the complete danger of the Lance promotion. Oh, I've got to open the door for Atari. Okay, Atari, sorry, I closed that. Sorry. Okay, I didn't think you were in here. Okay, there you go. It's a deep game. Deep game. Yeah, deep game, totally out of my wheelhouse. Do you ever see pros play this type of thing? The first file switch over against. Well, I guess it'd be pretty rare that they would go against a Quick Ishida as that Gote would play Quick Ishida itself, right? That would be rare enough. Now you kind of like the rook on the 5th rank with Lance in hand. Yeah, it's definitely exciting. It's definitely exciting. My ears starting to bother me a little bit. I wonder if it's I wonder if this is a signal of a little bit of a sickness coming on. I don't think it matters right now. The king is I was gonna say the king is a little walled off. Not quite, because there's always this running path. You know, just Some more good moves here. Danny Boy the first on, subscribe to a tier 2 subscription. Greetings. Thank you so much. And that's 11 month. Boy, I really appreciate that. It's going well. It's going well. I'm excited to be taking part in that that Shogi Wars Rising Streamer tournament in early September. So I'm excited about that. Excited to be doing some training for that. Shogi's been pretty good. And streams have been going. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Killer Ducky. I see rudely forcing actual thinking before move 50. Yeah, it's an interesting approach. Making it complicated. That's why I was saying earlier, I wondered if this sort of approach, you know, the mindset behind someone who would play like this as Sentei is sort of to bully a lower rated player into mistakes. You know, accept a suboptimal position that is chaotic and uncertain, with the expectation that you're going to be able to come out of the deep dark forest at the end. You're doing good. You just got disconnected by Xfinity and Shogi Wars, and your game immediately was aborted. Oh no! So it counted for a loss, or no? A loss or something else? You never had a chance to even come back to it? I never know how that works out on Shogi Wars. It was a loss, just like 81 Dojo. Well, 81 Dojo, I think, lets you come back sometimes. I think a lot of times you can just come back. But there's a time limit on it, of course. Instead of rudely going Anaguma, forcing no thinking into move 100. I think you still need to think against Anaguma. I think you still need to think. And the Anaguma player, I think, generally needs to think. Maybe not as much against Quick Ishida, but... Okay, okay. Yeah. Now do you just drop a lance and be like, I'm done with this? I don't think so. Well, the thing I don't like about Rook 8-5 is that it puts the rook in a place where the knight wants to go. I don't know. I don't know. That's my initial thought. I'm not sure if that's anything. Huh. 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 That's going to be an interesting piece to live on the board. Just having that lance on 6-4 just living there could be interesting. But maybe it's going to just die. Or exchange with another lance. You were thinking of making a drafting capture board game, but similar to Shogi or chess with a point system to spend on units, and you get to pick your positioning. You would have to decide if certain units drop, how units move, and promote and capture, etc. But it could be fun. So are you a board game are you a board game? I hesitate to use the word developer, but like are you a board game, one of those board game guys who makes board games and plays them with groups? I know like one or two people who are like that, but I've never gone to like board game type meetups and things like that. I'm too conventional. I'm too basic. I'm way too basic. Like for a game for me, it's gotta have lived for 500 years. For me to care about something that is it's a reason I don't play games like The Witness or puzzly video games. I don't play those games because if I'm going to think and try to solve all these problems and do all sorts of, put myself into it, I'm just going to play a game that's been around for 500 plus years and is going to be around for another 500 plus years. So like if I'm going to try to deeply think through The Witness, for example, I'd rather put that mental energy into chess or shogi or whatever. And so that's why I don't really usually like play lots of board games or puzzle video games. Shogi Bros, you say you think he wants to chase out the bishop to be able to push pawn 4-5. Oh, okay. So just to get the bishop off this diagonal, so he can push pawn 4-5. Okay, so I was thinking. I was thinking the same, that he wants to push it off here to be able to allow this. But then I thought, there's really no threat. But I guess there's. there could be at some point. You know, there are two silvers defending this square right now. So, you know, the sacrifice then come in. Yeah, this was this is interesting because, you know, as soon as he dropped the pawn, he gave up on this file. But this is good enough. That's a good. Wait, don't rush yet. Don't rush. Can you take this? Can you take this? Can you take this with Tsume or something? No. Okay. Hi, Atari. Yeah, I could smell it. I could smell good girl. Yeah, I'll clean that up later. I will clean that up later. Okay, you are. Okay, you're designing this one on TTS. Okay, that tabletop. For those of you not in the know, tabletop simulator, right? Hopefully I actually am correct on that. I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if we've discussed it because I see Yvonne's message about getting draws out of chess, and I've said that I do agree that draws are a feature of chess, not necessarily a problem. But I had the idea, and maybe this has already been disproven as a bad idea, but I was wondering if Senichite became a win for Gote. What would happen? Let's make Senichite a win for Gote. Let's try to level the playing field for Gote in Shogi. Is that too much? Is that too much of an advantage for Gote? Does the game become a win for Gote then? You know, instead of a win for Sente. Like, are we just swapping a win for Sente as a win for Gote? And a sort of unfortunate win for Gote. Like you'd rather I think if you're gonna have one side win, you want someone to win by checkmating. Man, he's going all out. He is going all out. Is any of this real? Is any of this real? Is any of this real? You definitely agree that older games like older art are filtered for the best ones through time. That's a good point. Yeah, that it's like there were tons of games back in the old days, but the only ones we see today are the ones that have been filtered for time and became popular. It'd be a lot of work to make a blind drafting game as good as Shogi. So, Keito no Kaku. I don't know if people say Keito no Kaku. That doesn't seem like a good move to me, but maybe. Like, wouldn't you want the gold up here to defend this square? Or are you really afraid of him taking here? Are you afraid of another sacrifice? Blitzing Eagle, you say, you think 5-3 can be taken with the knight. If bishop recaptures, lance pins the bishop to the king. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So maybe the decision there. Yeah, so I guess lending credence to the fact that gold 5-2 might have been better anyway. You know, with that idea in mind, this bishop drop seems like a very bad move. So like if Sente was hoping that he'd make crazy moves and that his opponent would blunder, I wonder if this would be, you know, qualify as that. Wow. So he's going straight as it is. Huh. You say this is still better. What do you mean better for who? And what do you mean still? I have to believe that giving up the bishop for the dragon promotion, I have to believe that was bad. I have to believe it. I have to believe it. We'll see it later, but I have to believe that was bad. Just too much. But maybe not. Maybe this is the way to get back. Maybe this is the way to get that bishop back. I don't think bishop takes is an idea here, because I think if bishop takes, knight just takes. Maybe that's boy, it's tricky. It's tricky. Barcelona's taking him into a deep dark forest where 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah, this is. Yeah, which one now? Which one now? Do we take the bishop or do we take the 5-3? I think we take 5-3 because if he tries to save the bishop, rook takes. No. No, he does. No, rook does not take. Ataria's got the zoomies upstairs. She's running. To go off what I said earlier, your biggest problem with chess isn't even the draws. It's that everything dynamic usually resolves itself in a static way. Like if one player makes a mating net on the opponent, on the opponent's king side, the other player can sacrifice something to resolve it into a static advantage, like a sacrifice. Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that is a simple, you know, that's a big simplification because, you know, chess can still be played because high-level chess players would absolutely murder us in chess every time. But yeah, I hear you. I sort of sometimes like that. I like I've said, I sometimes wish I could just resolve a game sometimes, depending on my mood of shogi. But like shogi games just don't resolve. The game looks like it's played by very strong or very weak players. Yeah, I think that's this style of play. That's very well said. It's like these are either terrible moves that are very tricky or really good moves. There is so much hanging right now. No need to rush. Wow, taking with the king. Taking with the king. Wow. Wow. You know, the moves that they've chosen to, you know, they have been very, very slow. Like in the opening, they spent multiple minutes on some moves, but like this move only got like 5 seconds. Maybe that just shows how weak my vision is. Or maybe he saw something just terrible about gold takes. But my inclination would have been to try to make the gold take work. This is a big threat now. Silver takes, bishop drop. Oh, he doesn't have a bishop. He has a bishop. Okay, forget that. Check. Forget that. There's just so much. There's so much going on this board right now. Like if I was playing this game, back to Danny Boy's point, I would love to simplify this to a static position. Like if I was Gote right now, I would love to simplify this to a static position. Although at this point, I don't even know. I have no sense of who's even got the advantage. I think Sente has this forward advanced silver, which seems nice. I might have considered pushing this pawn now, but he might have some attack here that is like there's got to be a big tactic. Like my take is there's probably going to be a big tactic here, and I'm not seeing it, but something's probably here. The board is so wide open. I need to readjust my perspective also that, I thought Gote was way ahead because I thought Sente was making those crazy moves. But materially now, they're kind of equal. Like this is one reason why I think that the bishop drop would have been one of the reasons that would have probably made me not take with the king. I probably would have taken with the gold on 4-2, or the bishop, but probably the gold. But maybe this is just fine. Maybe this is just fine. There's no drop points. Maybe he read that there'd be no rook drop point after a king run. This is with the gold back here, it's very resilient to drops. But you're also giving up this. Yeah, that's tough. Was he trying to prevent a rook drop on 3-1 with king takes? Maybe. Would that have would that have actually done anything? Yeah. Maybe it would have gotten the... Yeah, maybe. I'm not able to visualize how we might have trapped it. This is very difficult for someone of my level to analyze this game, or to even commentate this game. There's just a lot going on. This is where I need the bar. Is he afraid of the sack? Was he afraid of the sacrifice? Or is he just getting more defensive resources over to his king? Because this pawn is now under fire. You know, now taking the pawn comes with this. You know, comes attacking here. Boy, oh boy. And this is sort of somewhat shockingly resilient right now to drops. You know, this sort of whatever the heck you would call this. My sensibilities are so offended. You know, I hate to... So this is the thing. You know, I hate to see this style of play win. Because I'm so jealous that I can't play it. I want to believe that it's bad, and I want to believe that it doesn't work. But it does. I'm so jealous of people who can play this creatively. Against drops, just sitting king. Well, it's not just sitting king. It's, you know, a nice gold, a silver, and a gold over here, you know, watching all the drops. So Barcelona has to be winning, right? Like this has to be winning. He's got plans. He's got pieces in hand. He's got pawns. You know, there is defense here, but it doesn't feel like the most steady defense. You know, this lance is going to be a problem at some point, I have to believe. You know, the lance drop on 3-4 is going to tear up tear up that castle even more. So what would a strong player do right now as Gote? Just like push pawns? This is where the pawn push always shocks me. Yeah, sitting king is the biggest lie proverb of all time. Also, that a pawn is worth 1,000 golds. I'll take 1,000 golds. Thank you very much. No, the spirit of the proverb is correct. Zendokun agrees with Karadaki. What do you do? Do you drop a knight on 2-2 or on 4-2? Do you drop a knight? to defend against the lance drop here? Do you push the pawn? I think the lance drop still is good. Oh, he did it. He did it. He did it. And now I was thinking, well, do you sack the bishop and take that knight now? Bishop takes. Yeah. Is there a way to get that back? Bishop takes, drop the lance, or drop the knight. And then drop the lance here. I'm there's so many tactics. There's just so many tactics. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. Is there a way for huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because that knight was not just defending this square, it is attacking the silver. This is cool. This is a cool one. It's just so complicated. If you dropped 1,000 golds, now your opponent has 1,000 golds. No, he doesn't get them. How is he going to get them? Only if you drop them haphazardly. I would save them in my hand and then enter my king. Because, I don't know much about impasse, but I do know that 1,000 golds in hand are enough to win on impasse. Musashi no Kimi, hello, welcome to the channel. It must be cool to understand all of that. Understand all of what? The 1,000 golds or this game? This game to me, in my brain, is like Yashiro versus Hikaru in the Young Lions qualification tournament. Where I think they said that someone watching was like, or maybe, no, Yashiro didn't say it. Or maybe it was Yashiro versus Honda. But anyway, it's like, oh no, it was Hikaru playing blind go against the 5-dan, not Murata. His name isn't Murata. Against the coach who turned out to be the coach of the Young Lions team. But Hikaru, they were playing blind go against 5-dan. What is it? Something 5-dan. The one who he gets the signature from. Oh boy, I'm so bad. But they're playing blind go and people are trying to watch. And I think I'll call him Murata, said, because he looks like Murata in Murata system badge. He says, now it's time to leave them behind. And they just start playing even crazier moves. These guys are leaving me behind. All the strategy involved. I don't understand the strategy. That's the thing, is so many of the viewers are way stronger than I'll ever be. Now I've got Hikaru no Go music in my head. Kurata. Thank you, Blitzing Eagle. Kurata, not Murata. So it's interesting that, I thought Murata, and I thought it's because his face looks sort of like Murata system badge. But maybe it's also, my brain was also doing the pattern match, and my brain was doing the pattern match, and it said Murata and Kurata. Kurata Godan. Wait, he became Rokudan? He became Rokudan? I always thought he was 5-dan. Yeah, he was the chubby one. Which I think also applies to the real Murata. I wonder if he's named after Murata. Oh, no. No, the timeline doesn't. Hikaru no Go is 20 plus years old. What is cool lines like that in a Go anime? There's nothing there's nothing cooler than Hikaru no Go. It's so good. Whoa! What was that? What was that? What was that? That's for some reason that move made me think of Poppy in Seinfeld, where he goes, Poppy does very well. I don't know why that move made me think of that line from Seinfeld. Poppy does very well. This is... I don't know what's going on anymore. The thing I don't like about not taking with the knight is that this horse is no longer threatened. So, as my manager would say, if worst comes to shove, we do get a rook drop here. He drops a pawn. We take this knight. I mean, take this silver. So I think there's enough. If Sente has enough of attack, I think this gold take, this doesn't matter. I think what he needs is a take and then a rook drop on 5 or 4-8 for the Tsumero. Bishop 6-5 could be strong. That's Tsumero. That's a Tsumero. Oh no, don't time out. Okay. Oh, phew. Yeah, I like that bishop move. Because if he tries to defend, then we pile on with the rook drop. And you can't block it because the rook will take whatever. Wow. There are shogi anime. Yeah, there are, but not at the same level of Hikaru no Go. Not even close. Not even remote. You can't even put them in the same breath as Hikaru no Go. In my humble opinion. Hachu 1 Diver live action is amazing though. To me it is. It's got a lot of the things that make Hikaru no Go great, which is a lot of actual games, exciting games being played, and personalities. The Anaguma game goes a little long in the to my taste. The Anaguma game goes a little long, but it's still good. It goes a little long and a little crazy. No, Hikaru no Go is not supernatural. It's true. You don't believe in ghosts? It's historically accurate. Fujiwara no Sai. He was a go instructor of the the street of the what period? And I would say there's been a remake, a live action Chinese remake of Hikaru no Go, and it's good. But I would not watch that before you watch the anime. The Heian period. Thank you. Blitzing Eagle is my new Hikaru no Go historian. I used to know this stuff. It's at the very beginning voiceover. The very beginning voiceover talks about Honimbo Shusaka. Actually, when you were in Enoshima, you went to Honimbo Shusaku. Shusaku? Honimbo Shusaka. That's the scene when the gambler is talking about, they're talking about when Mitani is gambling, is losing to that gambling what's it called? Gambling like a shark. He's not a card shark. He's a shogi shark. He's a gambling predator to beat Mitani, and Hikaru came in and they were talking about Shusaku. Oh, there's so many great lines in that. And then, Kuwabara Huninbo. His laugh. Go is a 2-player game. Ogata-kun. I can't do the full Honimbo, the Kuwabara Honimbo laugh. It's hurting my throat trying to do it. So I would have expected the pawn. I would have expected the Sokofu for just my own nonsense, but maybe that's fine. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh boy. He made that move in a split second. There it is. This is the scene where Lawrence Fishburne, where Morpheus. This is the scene in Searching for Bobby Fischer where Morpheus calls out, "There it is." That hurts. It's a crippling feeling. Oh, that hurts. I mean, if he's not going to resign, what is he going to do? Take this gold? You've got to, in case anyone isn't seeing, this is mate. So he's going to defend? No, you can't defend because it's just going to be a take. They're going to take anything that you give them, I think. But maybe you pray that a bishop in hand is going to be good enough to cause problems. You got checkmated like that the other day. Koshiro saw this. Koshiro saw this 15 minutes ago. Kami no ite mira mira. Kimi ga ima. I also like the opening scenes in the later episodes when they show them walking. There's a Hikaru's walking. Okay, so as expected, yeah, he's not going to resign, but he's got to do this. I think. I don't think there was anything else. Be amazed if there was. You know, he had a knight. He could have checked and done something, but I don't know. We do need a Hikaru no Shogi. So that is that is one of the jokes, all jokes aside about AI and things like that aside. That is one of the things that I find somewhat exciting about those developments, is that nobody is going to make a Hikaru no Shogi. So we need to be able to make our own magic-based. Quiet you. Yeah, the Go community is like, you know what we need? We need a Go Miss King. What is nobody said nobody ever.
40秒
So if he defend, oh, okay, well, yeah. I don't know how people can invite me to games. I disabled that. Killer Ducky is looking at this. It's funny you say that. I was, before that message popped up, I was actually just staring like, wait a minute. I don't think so, because now you just drop a rook on 7-2, right? You still drop the rook on 7-2. One thing, you drop the rook on 7-2, and I think you can just back out. I don't think you have to mate. I don't know if you can mate, but like if he drops another thing, so there's the rook on 7-2. But now if he drops like a pawn on 5-1, well, you can't, because that's still just take. It's still just take. So you're gonna have to defend here. So I think you have to drop a gold on 3-1 or 4-2, right? 4-2 ideally. But then you're out of pieces that you need to mate. And he could just back off. I need to think more. Big pieces getting near opponent generals. Wait, what did he do? Oh, he did drop the pawn. Yeah, so like I said, drop the pawn, it's just a drag and take. And then you do this. Just take, right? I guess no. Take, and then this gold takes. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there are no pieces to mate with. But he's gonna get something. He's going to get a bishop, most likely. No, how about dragon takes gold? Hold on, dragon takes gold? No. Yeah. So yeah, he has to take with the one on 4-1. So now just take the silver. So if he takes the silver, the bishop drop here comes out. Yeah, he's going to get a gold. He's going to get a gold. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. So the question is now, besides what is the matrix, can we take on 3-2? Can we take the gold on 3-2? Can we give two bishops? 3-2. Bishop takes 3-2. I think bishop 3-2 would have worked, right? Bishop takes 3-2. Gold takes, silver drop 3-1. Oh, he didn't have a silver. He didn't have a silver. He didn't have a silver. Okay, forget that. Forget that plan. He did not have a silver.
40秒 50秒 1
Oh, wait a minute. So now he has a silver. I think he's still totally safe after the bishop drop here.
40秒 50秒 1、2、3、4、5、6
Yeah. Yeah, he's grabbing the rook. I was thinking that rook 7-2 again would be potentially good. You can't defend 3-2 by dropping the bishop on 4-1 because you can just take.
Mukashi no Kimi just followed.
Ah, thank you for the follow, Mukashi no Kimi. Thank you. You have lost all the discourse about Hikaru no Go, but here is a follow. Thank you.
40秒
Wait, you don't know Hikaru no Go? You do not know it?
40秒 1、2、3、4、5、6 7秒
You do not know it?
5秒 1、2、3、4、5、6 7秒 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 1、2、3
Oh, it was in the Heian period, so you do know it. All right. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. So I'm gonna take this in. I'm gonna take this in. I'm gonna put this into Lee Shogi. You know, I have that study of streamed games here. I want to see how bad Sentei's position was. Oops, what just happened? I am firmly in the camp that wasn't real. I'm firmly in the camp. So we'll see how wrong I am. Let me switch my scene. And while this runs, I am going to take a break, get some beverage, and be right back. Okay, I am back, and I am back with the official beverage of Shogi, Ito-en green tea. I am unsponsored, but Ito-en, if you're watching and you would like to sponsor, that's some of what it would look like. Hold on. Very refreshing. Okay. All right, so let's check out. Oh boy, it was all real. It was all real. It was all real. It was all real. I don't know anything about shogi. I think I can just close this up here and say I know nothing. そうですね. Well, it wasn't. It was. Yeah, it was something. It was. Yeah. So it was. It allowed. It allowed it allowed the person who was unfamiliar with this sort of style to make a mistake, and it worked. So, in that regard, it's a great opening. But maybe it is a lot of like what I suspected, that it's a stronger player trying to bully, and eventually getting the mistake out, eking the mistake out. But it's surprising me that it wasn't bad. It's surprising. I thought it was bad. It was not bad. Let's see here. So this seemed like a bad move in retrospect, because it just allows him to move. But okay, so it was not good. It was not good. It was not a blunder, but it was not good to do this. Okay. So what was the appropriate thing for that lance, for the edge attack? What was the appropriate response rather than taking with the lance? Just dropping the pawn? So I would have expected just dropping the pawn. What is and that is correct. So that is correct. That is correct. And if he tries to continue to bully, like with something like this, take with the silver, take the silver or the lance, take with the silver, taking with the silver is the best, taking with the lance is much worse, taking with but it's fine. Okay. Yeah. And then if he tries to, so the thing that I was reading, so I expected this to be the move, and I think this is just, you just repeat, right? Yeah, you just repeat it, because you're gonna just do the same thing. He's gonna have to take, basically, and now we take with the silver. We get that same position, and something like this, just even further trying to bully and hope for the mistake is really, is that going to be good enough? No. And we can't take because we could drop a lance, right? We drop the pawn. Oh, the engine wants to drop the pawn here. Take, and then we take. Then. Yeah. Okay. Or this, as happened in the game, I guess. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. So Barcelona, on that move, Barcelona went fishing. He went fishing and he caught one. That's a fishing line. I think people say that. I don't know if Koshiro has said that, but someone has said that. Going fishing. He made that sort of analogy of going fishing. When you cast your line out there, and if you get a bite, you get a bite. If you don't, you take a bite of your sandwich. All right. Yeah. Really nice finish. Really nice finish. They're both very strong. I think they're both very strong. Like Barcelona, what is 5 Dan his, or 4 Dan his peak? I seem to recall seeing him at 5 Dan in the past. 2039. I don't think that's 5 Dan. I think that's still 4 Dan. Interesting. Static rook player. Huh. I mean, it calls me a Yagura enthusiast, so we can't really believe what it says, but freestyle. Okay. Wait, not you for sure? Wait, what is not you for sure? Oh, you don't call that fishing. Okay. Someone talked about, someone said that was fishing. Maybe I'm thinking of a chess commentator. Where the idea is you make an okay move. You make an okay move, maybe not the best move, but you make, you cast your line, and if your opponent bites on it, great. You get the advantage. You put some tasty bait out there, or some flashy bait. If they bite on it, great. If they don't, fine. You're fine. It's not that bad. Okay, you've lost to Barcelona before. Okay, interesting. In 2022, very strong, very strong. This is one of those players that we were talking about the other day. I think that I look at them and I just think they're just such good shogi players. Like, they don't necessarily have to play good openings. They're just good shogi players. It's possible he plays good openings though too. I have no experience. And that one wasn't bad. So, all right. So I'm going to go back to do a little bit of, oops, what did I just do? Oh gosh, what am I doing? I'm pressing buttons. I'm minimizing windows. I'm hiding things. My CPU's going nuts. Hold on. I apologize. Let me just bring Chrome back up. Make sure yeah. And Shogi Wars is back up. I'm going to do some more, do a little bit more, Tsume battle. Inspired by those guys.
あなたが先手です。
Okay, yo, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Waiting.
対局開始。
Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, he got it. He's faster. He's faster.
2分30秒。
Oh, that's not it. Where's my lance? Oh, I don't have a lance. Wait, retry? Hold on. Whoa.
2分。
Okay, that's not it. What is going on? Come on. Gosh, took me forever. Gold, silver, runs, over, takes. No, that doesn't work.
1分30秒。
No, that doesn't work. There we go. Bishop. Gold. No, that would be Hishi. What am I taking so long for this for?
1分
Where are we going now? Where are we? Where are we? Rook,
30秒
knight, no, gold, no.
20
God,
秒
it took a long time. No, he got it.
10秒
Oh, misclick, misclick.
うー
Oh, GG, GG. I think he would have won that anyway, despite my misclick, but it would have been closer. It would have been closer. Good game. Good game. I'll say again, I really wish these were not competitive. I wish I could just do these and try to do them as fast as I can and do them all. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Knight, gold, rook, knight. Oh, duh. Dragon, rook, pawn, rook. Bit silver?
2分30秒
Gold, rook, silver. Oh. Gold. I'm just going to do one gap just because. Pawn, silver, knight.
2分
That doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right there. There's no way that's right. No, no, no. Knight? Where's my mate come? Oh, I've got a silver here. Wait. Oh, this is it.
1分
There we
30
go.
秒
Rook, gold, bishop. I have no pieces in hand. Lance. Are there any bishops? Just get the one gap. Come on. Rook, knight,
1分
knight. So slow. Rook, bishop. Oh gosh. Shoot. Retry. Pawn.
30秒
Ah!
20秒
Retry. Pawn. There we go. Oh, maybe we don't go. There we go. Okay. Knight, gold, lance, knight.
お見事お見事
That wasn't it. Arigatou gozaimashita. Oh, the opponent really was maybe not playing so much. Or maybe they just got trapped up. I've definitely been there. Origa Moniwa, nice to see you. It's okay. Yesterday's 3-minute games were great. I think yesterday's 3-minute games gave me some confidence because I was able to play relatively quickly. I was able to win a lot, which was, always helps the confidence. The games I lost a lot of times were on time that I had great positions in. So I was feeling good, but it's one of those things where one day I could feel great and the next day I could be terrible. So it's going well. Long story short, it's going well. Yossi 2026. Hello, welcome to the channel. Wait, did we track that one? I don't think I've been tracking.
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
All right, let's get at least one more here. Ooh, small player population at this time. What is it? 4 a.m. 3 or 4 a.m. Japan time? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
対局開始
Rook, where's the king? Bishop, rook, bishop. Dragon, rook. Rook.
2分30秒
Okay. Wow. What do I do? What is this? Knight? How do I even make the check? Gold? No. Bishop? Yeah. Actually, I wonder if you would have run, what I would have done.
2分
Gold, bishop, rook, okay. Bishop. Oh, he's got the bishop there. Hold on.
1分30秒
Okay, rook. What are we looking at here? Gold. We got to try this. I don't have a. There we go. Okay, and rook. We have a rook? We have a bishop. We do not want to. Do this.
1分
Okay. We've got rook, bishop, silver. Let's try. Ah.
調子いいね
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Win.
All right.
Current streak is 2 wins.
That was good. How many? I want to check my season pass. My rating is way down in these mate battles. Level 41. Okay. So level 41, that's not enough. I need 700 points more. 700 points more to get the Yukimoroya avatar. 700 points more, which means 7 ranks. Each of those ranks give 100. Why can't I scroll? Yeah, 7. And so that means I need 21 wins. 21 wins to get this. Probably not going to happen. Actually, 20 wins. I could use a Kishin, I think, to get a 300 points. Yeah, I could use a Kishin. But other than that, The Furigoma ticket is used for, there's a current promotion right now. If you go into your page, there is a pawn toss page. It's for a chance to win one of these. You know, I'm not a huge fan of any of these. I really like my avatar. So the avatar that I use is Wadahana, who is a Japanese ladies professional, but she is the 2018 United States shogi champion. Her family lived out here, I guess, back then. And she also has the distinction of being the professional that Tokyo Peach played in her first professional game. Tokyo Peach is a shogi player and content creator from Brazil who also has, I think, does a lot in the Brazilian shogi community. And she played in a she's played in a professional event twice now. She qualified for the past 2 years. And the first year, she played Wadahana in that first round. And so I use Wadahana. But, yeah. So anyway, there's that. Let's see. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm not sure. Keep going. Let's keep trying these mate. Try to work on the mate problems. Watanabe, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Rook, gold. No. I'm just gonna do this. Come on. Oh, he's moving. He's schmoving. He's schmoving.
2分30秒
Oh gosh, Wow. Where's this mate? Where's this mate? Here it is. Okay.
2分
Let's do this. Let's go. Oh, I probably should have dropped the. Yeah, retry. Drop the gold. There we go. Pawn. Okay.
1分30秒
Bishop. Where's this? So slow. Lots of one gaps in this one. Retry. Shoot, he's catching up. He's catching up. Come on. This is not it. This is not it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you, problem? Where are you? I don't know where you are.
10秒
No, come on. He's gonna solve this.
よく頑張った
Neither of us could solve that one. Neither of us could solve that one. ありがとうございました。 He didn't give me a like. Come on. Come on. Give me a like for that one.
Win. Current streak is 3 wins.
I think I tried everything. The rook can't come over, right? Or can it? It's going to be hard to solve this because it doesn't play. 2-4. 2-4. Wait, what is this? Let me 2-4 knight. Is that what I did? Wait. I think I was on at the end. I was on track to do this, right? In my last one. Oh, this bishop does not promote. This bishop does not promote. So if I promote, king takes. No. I promote with my pawn. Bishop takes. Just drop the knight. Oh my gosh, this one's so easy. This one's so easy. Is it this easy? I swear in my eyes I think this was my first attempt, right? This was my first attempt. I'll have to rewatch this. I swear in my eyes, this was red. This was promoted. I thought it was a horse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My opponent also was caught on this one. Wow, that's just a mate in 3. Like, that's the easiest mate in 3 you'll ever see. I'm a poet. I'm still a poet. I'm still a poet. Wow. 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 Okay. So let's go back to let's go to play shogi and do that daily attempt at that the mate in 1. YouTube chat is not showing up. Thank you. Let me restart that. Well, it's gonna be restarting anyway because I'm gonna change my scene collection. And let me see. All right. Okay, so the menu that I'm always talking about, the menu, the play shogi menu. All right. So this is the mate in 1, right? Okay. So I am going to do the timed run. My fastest in history is 1 minute 36 seconds, which I did off stream. My fastest on stream this week has been 3 minutes something. Okay, so here we go. I'm so slow. Okay. Got this. That was too slow. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. There it is. All right, coming up this way. Coming up, still the same thing. Okay, we're still moving. Can't do it. It's okay. Can't take it with the dragon here. We do this. We do this. We do this. We do, okay, yeah, the silver's watching. We do this. Silver again at the top. Silver up. Yep, has the bottom. And, oh, shoot. This and this. Come on. Block. Come up. There we go. Block. That still is there. 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 Yes. And oh, these are the harder parts. Shoot. Boy. No. Darn it. What's taking so long? What's taking so long? Okay. 255. Oh, so slow. So slow. That one took me at least 20 seconds, I want to say. That other one. So but the thing is though, so it's surprising to me that takes me 255. So 255 for that. Ignoring that one that took like 15, 20 seconds. I don't know how it's possible I could have done 136 because that's about as fast as I can move. That, like, I was making those moves in Shogi Dad time. Those were instant moves. So I don't know how I ever got 136. So if we go back to those collections, oops, Tsume in 1. Yeah, easy Tsume in 1. My personal best is 1 minute 36 seconds. I don't know how I could have done any faster. I don't know how I could have done faster than I can't believe I could do 2.5 minutes, let alone 136. Is this mouse that bad? Was I using a different mouse? This has me really curious now. Like, do I need before the tournament on September 6th, do I need to experiment with a different mouse? Huh. the star are the stars the number of moves? The stars are just difficulty. It's just an arbitrary, not arbitrary, but it's a measure of difficulty. It does not necessarily relate to the number of moves. Let's look at Tsume in 3. So Tsume in 3, for example, there's a difficulty 1, 2, and then there's one with 3. Did the number of problems change or something? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think these collections have changed in a long time because, you know, then it would ruin all the stats. Yeah, like Sirius Black and has had this. I thought Ghost 1 might have had these as well at some point, but maybe not. Mouse, Wi-Fi velocity, rendering of the site. Yeah, it's on the measure of the efficiency. But the thing is, this site has not changed, I think, in years. And I think last year I did this. And I don't think I would have used a trackpad. I wonder if I used a wired Razer gaming mouse. I don't have any more ports. On this streaming machine, I don't have any more ports to plug into. So I cannot do a wired mouse on this machine. I wonder if I could pull anything out or get a bigger hub. Hey, Ayaka, nice to see you. Let's do some mate and threes. Let's do some mate and threes. I need music. I need that music. I need to I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna hide my thing here for a second. And so I'm just gonna stick on this, and then I'm going to let's see, where's my bookmarks? Toho, the Toho music. Let's get some, okay, so the ad is popping up. Let's get some Toho music going. Is this too loud? So where's my... Is this too loud? I can't tell how loud it is. So I'm just gonna lower it down. Let me see. Let me look at OBS's, if I can try to guess how loud it is by the... Oh, it's not doing anything. There's no sound. This scene has no audio other than my mic. Because Play Shogi doesn't have sound, so let me add something here. Okay, we go. Okay, is that should be coming through. Is this too loud? All right, I'm not seeing anyone saying if it's loud or soft. It's okay. Okay. Hopefully it is now still, because I was moving a bit. Now it's too soft. Okay. How about now? Is it good? Just still okay. All right. Let's go with this. The menu. All right. So these are mate and threes. I'm going to see how. I'm not going to time this, but I want to see if I could do at least 20 of these in a reasonable amount of time. This is the horse. So Okay. I like this pattern. This is a favorite pattern of mine. I never get these in my games. I'm not sure. A little more if you want, but it's good. Okay. Let's bump it up a little bit here. I'll bump it up in here. Ooh, that's... Oh, sorry. My brain. Oops. Previous. My brain turned off, and I just dropped the knight without even calculating anything. So it's bishop and then knight. I just assumed it gave me a knight, so I just assumed. There's no. Okay, so we need to. Okay, so the knight is defending both these squares. So we could drop a silver here. Gold takes. Now, okay, so we have to. We drop the silver. If the knight takes, we drop the silver this side. If the gold takes, we drop the silver on head. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. The classicest of classic Mino Castle puzzles. Oh, okay. So I need to actually calculate. I'm not going to go on like, oh, they're giving me a knight and there's a knight and a dragon. I have to sack the dragon. No, I'm gonna actually calculate. So now we come here. He has to take, and then we drop the gold here. Oops, sorry. See how bad my mechanics are. Bishop drop. If king takes, rook drop. King runs. Bishop drop. King runs. Rook drop. I guess that counts. That counts. Classic. Mate run. I think I had 2 of these in my mate runs today. My the Shogi Quest mate runs. A little variation on that other problem. Kind of cool. I mean, just another variation on the same basic sort of pattern. Lance, if he goes to 1-2, it's rook 2-2. If he runs to 3-1, it's rook 2-1. Rook 1-1. Wait, is rook 1-1? If king takes, of course, it's silver 4-2 or 3-2 promote. But if the king runs to 3, oh, he can't run to 3. So if he runs to 2-2. Wait, I'm trying to find. It's got to be a mate in 3. It's a mate in 3, right? So rook 1-1. King 2-1. Oh, pawn. Okay. Gold. Good one. What is token? So the YouTube auto translated token as trust. Trust. And now Zendo-kun's message is being auto-translated. Ha ha is being auto-translated into ha ha ha. What is going on? YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with Zendo-kun's messages? So Zendo-kun's original message was HA space HA. YouTube auto-translated that to HA. What's going on? All right. Interesting. Oh, okay. Sorry. Very slow. That took me a while. The delayed promote common theme. That doesn't come up as much. Okay, so Zendo-kun's message, LOL, it went straight through. YouTube did not try to translate it. Similar to that other problem on Shogi Wars. So I think it's going to be, Lance, Block, Knight. And that Knight is there to make sure we drop the Lance on 1-4. Same deal. Ooh. Bishop. Wow, that's cool. This is a cool one. I like this one. This is like a chessmate. Look at all those bishops. Look at all these diagonal pieces. Hey, Black, on YouTube, Black V91B or V91. You're Japanese. Welcome. It's early for you. It's, what is it? 5 a.m. 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. 5 a.m. All right, so we've got the knight drop. What if pawn takes? Then we get the gold on 2-3. And if the silver takes, we just drop it straight on the belly. Pull the king in. This is the scorpion. Get over here. Gold 2. This is cool. Gold 2-4. Gold takes. Gold 1-3. That's kind of cool. Rook 1-5. If king takes, rook 1-6 is mate. If horse takes, rook 2-3 promote is mate. This is a cool one. I like these problem sets that are easy enough, but also sort of thought-provoking. They make me feel smarter than I am. They make me feel better. They make me feel better at shogi than I actually am. This is weird. This is the same basic problem as before. We gotta pull that silver up. Get that in there. One gap. The power of the one gap. And the gold is over here, so we need to drop the silver over here. This knight is hanging. So that means we have to sack. Okay, yeah, so we defend the bishop. We defend the knight with the bishop, and then we promote in. We gotta pull the king in, and then promote on top. What do we have here? The dragon is defending, so we drop the silver here. No. Yeah. We drop the silver here. If the king takes, dragon 2/2. If bishop takes, token 1/1. If the dragon takes, if the bishop takes, it's token 1/1. That's a good one. I think we're going to be in the same boat here. So silver takes, knight drop. Knight drop. If the bishop takes, we drop the gold on 2/2. If the rook takes, we drop the gold on 1/2. Moving on. We need to just drop away so we can promote. Grab some more Ito N. Ego boost can transpose to Elo boost. Well said. Very, very good. Ivan, very good. I like that one. The puns or the plays on words will always be appreciated in this channel. Ah, that is good Ito N branded unsweetened green tea. Oi ocha. Oishi. Oishi. Watashi wa Ito En o nomimasu. Is that Shogi Dad? Shogi Dado wa Shogi Dado wa Shogi Dado wa no onomi oi ocha onomimasu. I don't know what I'm saying. One day I will get a sponsor. I'm trying. I am trying. I don't even know if I said any actual Japanese words in there. Shogi Dado-san. That's all. That's the only thing I know. Shogi Dado-san wa Ito En oi ocha onomimasu. Shogi Dad wa ocha onomimasu. Ocha. Ito En oi ocha onomimasu. Ski desu. Shogi Oto-san desu. My daughter and son, they studied Japanese in high school. And my daughter, I've said this before, my daughter has a minor degree at university in Japanese, and I would try to troll, or as the kids these days would say, rage bait, by saying like I would just say nonsense things like Ringo desu. What was it? Konnichiwa, Ringo desu. just nonsense words. All right, number 37. Okay, so we bishop here. If rook takes, gold drop 3-2. If knight takes, gold drop 2-1. Ooh, we got blocking here. We got blocking. So gold drop 1-4. If silver takes, silver 2-4, defended by the bishop. If the knight takes, then silver drop. Oh no, we don't have a silver. Oh, so gold drop. If the knight takes, then bishop 3-1. That's cool. We got to pull the king into the corner and then mate it on the side. And ooh, look at this. This is a two-parter. This is a common theme, a very common theme in the Shogi Quest mate run. So if you're doing mate runs, you need to know this pattern. You need to know the knight sacrifice. Get the token in there. Just a problem of dropping back. The easy problem set I think has a lot of these drop the piece before. Oh, how thank you Black on YouTube. You say that I grasp the tactics very well. How long have I been playing shogi? Thank you. I don't know if I agree. These are easy problems, but I learned. So I used 20 years ago, 18 to 20 years ago, I played Go. And I think I learned of Shogi from Hikaru no Go, where one of the characters in that anime is Kaga of the Shogi Club. And I learned how the pieces move back then, but didn't really play much or do much with it. But then when lockdown happened, in 2020 or so, I'm like everyone looking for things to do, and looking at chess and watching a lot of chess and thinking, oh well, what about that shogi game that I learned a long time ago? And so started playing, and then when lockdown lifted and it was possible to start playing shogi over the board, I live in Northern California, and we have 3 shogi clubs out here. They're not large, but the largest of them is the Silicon Valley Shogi Club, which I was a member of and playing a little bit online. But I asked one day on the Discord, is anyone playing over the board today? And someone from the East Bay Shogi Club, which is about an hour away, it's an hour drive from me, an hour drive, he responded saying no, but tomorrow morning, Sunday mornings, we play every week. So I drove out there, and the next day, and the club leader was there, and he was stronger than I am, and there was an 8-year-old kid from Japan who was there, and so the three of us played shogi every Sunday, and we exchanged games. And after about 6 months, that kid, the little kid, his family had to go back to Japan. So he and his family went back to Japan, and we just kept playing every week from then on at the East Bay Shogi Club. And that's when I decided I want that experience was so great with them that I decided I want to be serious about this game. And so that was September of 2022, I think. So it will be 4 years. Next month it'll be about 4 years where I've been trying to play shogi seriously. And I've been streaming shogi since December of 2023. So streaming almost every day. So lots of games played, lots of study. I'm old and I'm slow, but I am slowly getting a little better. Incidentally, that kid from Japan, I had mentioned it last week. He took the Shorakai exam. He's now 11 years old. He'll be 12 very soon, but he's 11 years old. He took the Shorakai exam last week, and unfortunately he did not make it. Very close. He won. It sounds like he won games against two of the people. He won the games against two of the players who passed, I think, on the first day, something like that. I'll have to look back at the message, but I know he's disappointed and his family's disappointed, but he's only 11. He has plenty of time to go, and he loves shogi. I hope he continues to love shogi, but he did not. So anyway, in case anyone was curious, he did not pass because I mentioned that he was taking that. I mentioned earlier last week that he was taking the Shorakai exam. He did not pass, unfortunately, but he was very close, and he had some very, very good words, I think, from the shogi professional who was helping with the exam. So is there no shogi manga as famous as Kaoru no Go? No, I don't think so. I don't think there is, right? There's not. I mean, maybe March Comes In Like a Lion is famous. Like March Comes In Like a Lion is very famous, I think. It was even on Netflix in the United States. But you know, it's not really a shogi manga or anime. It's a coming of age story. It's an emotional story that has shogi as the background. Hikaru no Go is about shogi. Hachi One Diver is about shogi. The new generation scare you? The young kids are always good in these games. They're always good. And there's no reason to be scared from this kid because he is a really nice kid and a really nice family. And yeah, as I've said before, I have his autograph on a fan because I told his, way back when, I told his mom, if I ever win a game against him, I want him to sign, I want him to give me his autograph so that I could say, when he becomes a pro, I could say, I won a game against, him. And I did win a game. My first game, it was the biggest luck win ever. The biggest luck win ever. But he was crushing me. But he left open a pattern where I have a bishop and I could just drop a gold and I get a mate. So that pattern, I've said this before, that pattern where the king is walled off and he's sitting here, the king is walled off and he's sitting here and I've got a bishop and just drop a gold. That's my favorite pattern in shogi because that win was so memorable to me. And yeah, so there's that. Hikaru no Go, the only one for the tabletop Japanese game. Wait, you're happy for him? Even though he seems sad about not passing the exam. Yeah. The Shorikai sounds brutal. You heard about 3-Dan Hell, even if you get in and want to climb. Well, that's the thing, is that that I wonder, like, sometimes be careful what you wish for. I think sounds like Shorikai in a lot of ways is be careful what you wish for because you might get it. Yeah, it's nice to pass the exam and become a member of the Shorikai, but that's a brutal existence, right? Like, that's many of those people will be striving to become a professional and will never achieve that. So they'll spend a lot of their formative years trying so hard to get good at this game and then fail to pass as a professional. And then what? And then what? Yeah, you can move on to other things, but if that's your dream and if that's what you put all your energy into, that's tough to deal with. So yeah, real tough problem. Real tough problem. Yeah. So the anime which triggered you into this game was Naruto. Yeah, it's not. That's true. That is definitely. It's not a shogi manga, but that is definitely much more popular than Hikaru no Go. I think Koshiro started with Naruto. I think Carolina, the only Western shogi professional, she also started, I think, with Naruto. Kairos, hello, greetings. Let's do another problem, just to get the problem going. Okay, so Koshiro is confirming that she started with Naruto, but you did not. You did or you did? No, you did not. You did not. You're a young man. You're barely a teenager, but you still did. But you started before Naruto, right? Yeah. Did anyone read The God Before My Eyes, the shogi manga? Yeah, I was made somehow I found it. Someone on the Discord or something pointed it out. I was reading it, and then I stopped. I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I think I read it all, and then there were no more episodes. So I assume there are more episodes since I last. So I read it a long time ago. I did like it because it's very heavy in shogi. You know, just like Hikaru no Go is about Go. The God Before Me is very much shogi. It would be amazing if a Western kid got huge things in the shogi world. Yeah, you would think so, but yeah, you know, I'm still amazed that like Carolina's story is not a Netflix series. 'Cause I think that would be really interesting. About, you know, Carolina's story is inspirational, and it's like modern day real drama. It's a kind of drama Netflix tries to create. You know, Netflix, it seems like they want to create that kind of content. But here we have a real situation. I think it would be fascinating, but nothing is, you know, it's easier said than done, I guess, to make TV shows. But you know, I'm not making it, so I can't really criticize, but I think it would be an amazing series. When will Ayumu make his move? That's the particular one, isn't it? Or is that, no, that's Master? I don't know who the strongest in Naruto is. I don't know Naruto either. I don't think Naruto is Dragon Ball. Oops, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Oh, man. So where was I? Where was I? I was, oh, here I was. Okay. So this is the one I did. Bishop. He goes to the side, and then Rook. Didn't we do this one earlier? Let's pull the silver and then mate this way. There were two newer ones, right? There at least two. There was the vampire one. The vampire one I thought was really good, but that ended early, right? The vampire manga I thought was really good. They even had a cross promotion with Shogi Wars. The edgelord avatar is from that vampire one, I think. The Shogi Wars edgelord avatar. In some countries, Naruto is even more famous than Dragon Ball? No, is that true? Wait, is the God Before Me? Wait, the God Before Me is not the vampire one, is it? God Before Me is the young man who wants to become the best, and there's a girl working in a bar, right? Okay, yes, it's not the vampire one. The vampire one, there was a crossover though. There was a Shogi Wars crossover with the vampire. This is a good one. Power of the Knights. Shogi Wars had the God Before Me avatars you could unlock by beating AI bots. Wait, that was God Before Me? Wait a minute, hold on. So let's look at these. Give me a second here. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch my scene. This is gonna be tough. Give me a second. Give me a second. I think they put them in professional players, right? Or did they fix that? Oh, they look good. Oh no, this one you had to beat bots. Is this? This is not God Before Me, right? These are not God Before Me. Do I have any of them? Is this God Before Me? Something 2 crowns. Shindo Seijiro. Oh, you don't think this is either? What is this from? What is this from? 5 titles. Yields a Rio title. Oh, this is from the vampire one. Right? This is from the vampire one. So I don't play the bots. I don't play the bots, so I probably didn't get it. I probably didn't get it. I don't like playing the bots. This one always cracks me up. This face always cracks me up. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to. Sorry, jump between these scenes so haphazardly here, and the chat is there. Okay. So, problem 48. Pull the gold away and then drop it. Okay, you're Kairos 81. Let me switch again. Let me switch again. I will switch back my scenes. Shogi scene. Hopefully OBS doesn't crash on me because this is a little heavy. It's a heavy action here. I'm switching scene collections. First, I need to add you to my friends list. So this is who is this? Who is this character? It's a rival. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I got that far. I don't recognize this. I can't see. I want to be able to see all your avatars. Let's change this again. All right. 49. So that was 48. Here comes 49. We have the bishop. Huh. Promote. Runs. And then... Oh, no. Hold on. I said we promote. He runs. I can't do this because the bishop takes. So, bishop 3-2. Horse take. Yeah, bishop 3-2. King takes. Dragon 2-1. Yeah, that's a good one. Gold, king over, bishop? No, because the king could take. Interesting. Wow. Gold 3-2, king 1-2. Gold 2-2. Bishop takes. King 4-1 or rook 4-1, king 2-2 1-2. Wow. Okay, this is a cool one. Gold 1-2, king 3-1, rook 2-2 promote. Bishop cannot take because it's pinned by the lance. Oh, that's a cool one. This has been the hardest one here. This is problem 50, and this is the hardest one in the set, as far as I could see. Oh, at the time, you did not have a premium subscription during that promotional run, so you didn't get any of the other avatars. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. All right. All right. Well, this has been fun. I think I'm going to close it up here after 50. And I will... I'm not sure. I had said earlier this week that I would not be streaming tomorrow. Now it's up in the air. Now it's up in the air because I'm not sure if our plans have changed. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Danny Boy to First Don again. Thank you so much for that Tier 2 resubscription. 11 months. We're closing in on a year. Really, really, really appreciate it. And I will see everybody later. Take care. And oops, what is this? This is that video. This is the Toho music. If anyone is watching from Australia and you ordered a Shogi Dad mug, thank you. I'll say that happened in the past 24 hours. So someone ordered a Shogi Dad mug from shop.shogidad.com. Thank you very much. If you want your name in the YouTube show description with the other merch supporters, just let me know that your username, and I'll add it. So anyway, thank you again, everybody. I will see you soon. I keep thinking this is OBS, so I keep bringing this up because the window is black, but in the icon. So anyway, that's it. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Bye.